there's some confusion about divorce, marriage, remarriage. Should I get married? Should I not get married? What's Paul say about it? Well, when we get here, I'm going to show you in detail. But I've had guys say, well, Paul says, don't get married. Well, 1 Timothy, he says, get married. God wants you to get married if you do. 1 Corinthians chapter 7. My present distress. Where's my present distress? Go with me to, 25. 1 Corinthians 7, 20. Now concerning virgins, these are people who were never married. Men, women, that's how it was in their culture. Wasn't like our Gentile culture. You stayed with your parents till you got married. There you go. Now concerning virgins, I have no commandment of the Lord, yet I give my judgment as one that hath obtained mercy of the Lord to be faithful. Paul says, as the apostle to the Gentiles, I know his will, and I'm going to give you some wisdom about this. I suppose, therefore, that this is good for the, what's those next two words? Present distress, I say, that it's good for a man so to be. In the context, he was saying that you shouldn't get married. Well, what people forget is that when Paul makes that mention about not getting married, it was some persecution going on there in Corinth. There were some widows and fatherless children being left because the men were dying because of some persecution, that type of stuff. Of that present distress, he's like, hey, so we won't have these women being widowed and fatherless children, that type of stuff. Just read the context. Because of the present distress, don't get married. But if Paul talks to you, he says, get married. It's good for you to get married for the most part. He loves it, 1 Timothy says. But for that present distress, he'd say, don't get married. People don't understand that, so they say, well, you shouldn't get married. Well, yeah, you should if it's good for you, if you want to.